Hey YouTube, JS here. Got a really cool video today. I'm going to Valor Ridge, Tennessee. Never been there. It's one of the courses that Reed Hendricks teaches. It's actually the Rifleman 1. And what's really cool is a lot of guys do all the gear that they take and the preps. Just remember, I'm a hammocker and a camper. So the details matter. Your gear matters. And if you can go to the Appalachia Trail, you got to have your stuff dialed in. So it's going to look like a lot of stuff, but I'm kind of blending too. I'm coming from two different arenas. So first thing we're going to do today is I've got the actual class materials of what's recommended for the class. So we're going to read it. I'm going to show you what I have, and then we'll take a look briefly. And it's going to be about 20 minutes. We're going to work through some stuff. But I'm going to cover all of the recommended, and then I'm going to show you my extras that I'm bringing. All right? You with me? Let's get to it. Okay, A-Train. Thanks for cameraing over there. Okay, guys. This is what's on the Valor Ridge website. Let's do a quick review. Magazine fed rifle. They want your 308, your AR, your 7.62 by 39, 30-06. That would be kind of funny. All right, so I'm going with my AK as we already talked about. Sling. You need a minimum of a 2-point sling. That's what's recommended. Standard GI, canvas sling, or com block. Hey, you know, that's how Reed is. Keep it simple. Of course, I got the SOE sling, but we'll get into that. 1,200 rounds, factory loaded ammo. Okay? At a minimum, 4 rifle magazines. You need a white light that can attach to your rifle. They don't want the handheld. You need your pistol. You need your holster. 200 rounds of ammo for the holster. Obviously, you can't control the weather. You need your rain gear. You need your eye protection. Okay, sunscreen. Guys will get baked out there. It happens. I mean, hey, we go out on boats and we have fun and we ride motorcycles and hike and stuff. People always get burnt. There's no reason not to think the same way here just because we're out shooting sporting rifles and doing tactical training. Gun cleaning gear, no brainer to me, but hey, sometimes when you're packing all this stuff, you might forget. Pen and paper, they want you to take notes. A lot of times in previous classes that I have taken, and it's never been that big, we've always been in kind of a rush. I'll be honest with you, I'm not taking spectacular notes. I wish I had more time. I almost wish I could record it, but I am going to try. You put that much money out as an investment in yourself and your learning. You don't want to forget. You want to be able to come home and practice stuff. You will also need to bring lunch. Yep, I'm going to bring a cooler. I don't have that in here. I'm going to pack some sandwiches and kind of stuff because you're kind of scarfing down as you're reading, loading ammo on your breaks. And a lot of water. All right, so that's the basic list. I'm now going to show my stuff and we're going to roll through it. Okay, I'm bringing the AK. AK with the Trijicon MRO. I've got the 2-point sling here that attaches with the HK hook. So I can attach it there on that hook or here to make it a single point sling. I like bungees. Bungees come in all kinds of thickness. I actually like the stretchy, more elastic kind. These SOE slings, I haven't actually used it. I've used a much harder one. I think it's one of my early videos, like a TAC. Forget the brand. I actually prefer this sling a lot better. Just feels more comfortable. So that's the AK. Nothing else added on it except for this extended charging handle. It gives me more of a grip. All right, that's the rifle. Now we're going to move to magazines. I am bringing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So my mag carrier, strike hard gear. Okay. I actually prefer this over the SOE. The SOE that I have is the M4 AK Micro. And it's lopsided because I would have my 4 mags on one side and then my IFAK on the other, and it was dragging down on me. So I like this strike hard gear. No offense, I love SOE. I got a lot of other gear. I think these guys are the way to go for your AK mags, especially if it's heavy steel mags. All right, so I've got the Russian steel mag. I've got a Bakelite mag, which is Russian. I've got a Palmetto mag, and I've got one of the old MOE mags. But as you can see, I kind of stayed away from the cheap stuff. I invest in the better stuff. Okay, I have put my name on it. I'll probably come back and do some tape. Don't be scared, guys. Don't be tentative. Just get yourself a paint stick. Put your name on it, identifiable. If you drop your mags, you want to be able to get the stuff back. All right, ammo. That's always a good topic. 1,440 rounds. I think the class, as we just read a moment ago, 1,200 rounds. You need to have more is better than less. Because if you're trigger happy, or you're getting on it, or you want to run some extra drills, or go a little long, or instead of more noobs, your class is more professional, you may find that you're doing more and more advanced drills, and you're doing more technical shots and speed. So it's just natural. If you're loaded up with more beginners and intermediates, you're going to go a little slower. If the guys are more intermediate to advanced, you're going to find that you're going through stuff. That's been my observation. Again, I haven't been to Valor Ridge or any other the big guys, big internet names class. This is my first one. I've always done local classes, and I think I've done about 6 over the years. All right. So ammo can. These are cool. These are little magnets. Just get yourself little magnets off eBay. That way you know what you have. All right. 400 rounds of ammo. This is a nice clean brass there. Obviously, I'm taking my Glock G23. That's all I have. I don't have a 9mm. All right. Over here, handgun. G23 Gen 2. That's what I'm rocking. It is what it is. Obviously, I'm not taking my 10mm out there. That was my mountain gun, and the ammo is a little bit more expensive. So I know this 2 is 1 is none, 2 is 1. That's a redundancy, kind of a philosophy. This is a Glock. I know this will work good. If I did have a 9mm or a 17 or a 19, I'd take it. Obviously, I've got a holster, Bravo concealment. I've got the El Cheapy, just a Phobos 2-point mag holster. Does the job. It hasn't broken down so far. Down here on magazines, just my standard Glock 12 rounders. I put my name on those as well. And I got a little funky just because I bought some of these Larry Vickers base plates. 23 bucks. I mean, it's kind of a ripoff. There is no difference. They're easy on, easy off. You get a little more grip here. You get a little more tactile right there. All right, that's all it is. Other than that, color coding. Of course, if I show up and everybody has brown, butt plates on the end of their magazines, then this is absolutely worthless. So that's why you still have to go with your name. All right? In my case, I'm bringing 5 of them. Okay, moving down the line. I've got some extras in terms of ammo. All this is Red Army standard. So it's not a problem. Just a whole bunch of cheap steel ammo and then the tool ammo. It doesn't get dark until later on these days, so I can't imagine. The average class starts at 8:30 or 9, ends probably around 5:30 or 6. So in terms of white light, I've got this. I couldn't figure out what scout light I wanted, so I bought one of these Enforces. And it's just an instant on, instant off, no click type thing. I do not have this dialed in yet, but for running some drills on paper and target, I can just probably slap this on one of the rails, call it a day. Over here, I've got a nice quality sight tool. Got this from AK-47 Operators Union. I think it's like 30 bucks. I haven't used it yet. I'll be using this tomorrow. My class isn't until this weekend, so I got time to dial in things. All right, so I'm going to go use that. What else do we have? Let's go first aid really fast. This is an AMP3 first aid kit. Obviously, I'm bringing it, but the only thing I really like out of here is the medical kit. Not all the other first aid items, but it's just ibuprofen and medicine and aspirin and things like that. So that's really what I'm bringing that for. All right, so we just talked about this. I just have this handy. It's my medicine. Okay, in terms of IFAKs, individual first aid kits and, trauma kits and all of that, you have to have one. I can go into a lot more detail. I make my own. I love piecing together different pieces and kind of customizing. So as you can see here, this is a Dark Angel IFAK. It's actually just the case. I bought the case from them, and then I pieced together everything else myself. So the components are all things that I make. So I have this trauma shears. I put the blood type on there. Mil-Spec Monkey. I bought a pack of the Sharpies. Again, I'll probably go into more details on that. I do have an IFAK. Am I going to attach this to my rig? I don't know. I'm going to size it up and kind of get a feel for it. But if I can, I will. I do like the tall, skinny kind, so it kind of just extends and looks like a mag. A 4-mag setup, chest rig, into a 5. If I can rock that, I will. I do have room on that. The only other thing I have for my blowout kit that I've really kind of customized, and again, I'm not going to go into that, is I just put my stuff in a Ziploc bag. Hyphen, chest seals, I just put my Velcro in there to show that. Blood type, Olays bandage, markers, first aid, CPR, duct tape. If you're interested, leave comments below. I'll review these. I don't mind. I can make a couple extras. I got a lot of stuff. All right, that's the IFAK. Let's jump now over to this side of the table, and then we'll just kind of work our way to the rest of the gear. Okay. You got to have cleaning supplies, all right? I'm trying this Teflon ball hitch lube. Why? Because it's what I had. It's durable, it's thick, it stays in place. I'm trying to get away from, in terms of lubricants, like I'm following the prevailing wisdom, which is to get rid of the lightweight viscosity stuff that won't stay. If you're talking lubricants and things like that, you need a heavy grease that'll stay in play and stay in position and give you as much protection as possible. It's common sense. Could I have done the other stuff or some other type of red high temperature grease? Of course. Again, this is all I had. Okay? So I'm just rocking that. It's from back when I had a boat. I no longer have a boat. Thank God. It is the money pit. All right. I got suckered into the frog lube. Guys, fair warning. It's like religion. People really get into their stuff. I've been trying the regular oils for a long time. Maybe Pistols, this works good. But the paste, bottom line is go do your research. And don't be lighting up all my comments. But bottom line is there was a report. This is the same. They talk about this being plant-based and bio-based. People have taken this and done scientific analysis. It's the same thing as coconut oil with some extra additives. So once I found that out, I kind of lost my, the allure on this, So does that work? I guess it could. Anything's a lubricant. But don't get caught up in the whole frog lube, even though you see me with the whole setup. Again, I'm making the switch. And I will continue to use the oil on my handgun, but I'm making the switch out. And I do like cleaning. This is just a cleaning solvent. And I do not like that price. It seems to be very expensive. So I'm moving off it. I think it's too expensive. These brushes were just for the paste. I bought these at Walmart. Couple cleaning rags, microfiber cloth and your traditional terry cloth. Got to have that at the end of the 2 days of training to clean my gear. All right, what else do we have? Oh, those are the Victor's tactical plates. $25, you get like a 5-pack. These are just my old Glock ones. All right, they fit 9mm 40, 357 SIG, 45, so they're interchangeable. All right, that's all. That's why that's here. We can get those out of the picture. Couple extra ammos. I got lucky with the Perfectus. I forgot to show that. Bore snakes. I do clean my bores. I like keeping my stuff in the package. It's not that it's not used. I'm just back to my organizational stuff. All right. I like this because it says 40 caliber. This is obviously for my handgun. And I have a 308, for the AR. And I just run them through. And I like to pick different colors. This is the Viper, the other's a Hoppies. I do that deliberately. I've picked up some of these patches that fit the 308. I haven't, it's patches. You really don't need these as much if you're just running the bore snake. So I find I use these every time. I hardly ever use these unless I'm just trying to, get a certain spot somewhere else in the gun. But I'm not really running those down the bore. That's what I'm trying to say. Okay, moving on, guys. We covered everything here. Let's look down at this bottom half of the table. All right. We've got the notebook. My son's in engineering, A-train, so he picks up these field notes, guides, and they're kind of waterproof. So I need this. It's kind of cool. It's got a little measurements. I'm bringing my field notes guides. Of course, on the tack side, you got to have your Ride in the Rain. They're doing the same thing. You've got your measurements in your paper. So I'll probably use these as my notebooks. All right. And then I have AK-47's Operators Union, his boot camp book. This is $20. I really like this. Is it a novelty item? Maybe. But I think it's kind of cool. It shows you how to sight in that sight right there. Okay? And if you flip the pages, I get confused, man. P in different settings, 0 to 300 yards. You need a good reference. Unless you're highly skilled. If you're kind of a noob, you can't memorize all this stuff, man. So there's 0 settings out to 100 meters. There's settings out to the common man stuff, 25 yard 0. Yeah, of course, they want you to have 100 yard 0. But a lot of indoor ranges can't do that, guys. You know that. So 25 yards versus meters. This is keeping it simple, man. Everybody's in yards. So you got your 25 yards 0 there. We've got a +1 offset here. This is the preferred. So I like this book. All right, you guys need to buy one. $19.99, big deal. Center mass, the lollipop. I don't want to give the guys trade secrets away, so we're stopping there. But if you don't have that and you have an AK, and you can put in all your data on given times, you need to get one. That's definitely working. Go support the brother, man. He needs the business, and that's his deal. Give him your business. Hey, all right, moving down the line. Stuff's going to come loose, so I'm prepared. Screwdrivers. I've got a multi-tool. You need a knife. This is my Endura 4. I've got a hand guard and things like that. I need my hex key, Allen keys. For me, I know, get out there and put on sunblock, my lips will blister up. Got to have some sunblock. So there's some chapstick. I'm definitely as white as they can get. My skin hates the sun. All right, I might as well be a redhead. But so sunblock 50. That's how I have to roll, man. 50. Lather it up. Look like Casper the Ghost. All right. Another thing, I was anticipating I'm going to be sore, man. I'm old, right? So I like rocking Aleve. Take 2 Aleve, 1 or 2, call it a day. This is good. It doesn't mess your kidneys up like the ibuprofen. So, like Motrin. So this is good. I take Aleve. And then I also have another pouch right here that's not ibuprofen that I use for things like Tums and antacid, things like that. So what I do is I just stick it in there. And that way I have it. All right, bringing that. Moving down the line. Goggles. I got a cheap set at my local gun range of these Voodoo Tacticals. They're not bad. Everybody's face is different. $8.99. Okay, Impact Standard Polycarbonate lenses. Here they are. Picked up this case because it kind of attaches. It's called a Hazard 4, made in China. And I kind of just keep my glasses in there, my safety glasses. I do have a backup pair of these in my car. So we'll have 2 sets. And I like to just clip it on my gear, my range bag. So that's how I do that. That way it's always there. Hearing protection. I've got your standard hearing protection. Got my SOE Pelter wrap. What can I say? Everybody's seen that Impact Sport brand. These work pretty good. All right, for the decibels. All right. I followed, I think, James Yeager or Nuttin' Fancy. I got these Altura knee pads. Oh, yeah. If you're on shells or on the ground with rocks, you have to have knee pads. Ain't no shame in the game. Get you some knee pads. All right, so knee pads. this is just an example. SOE overnight bag. From the camping days, you never know if it started getting dusk. I need a light in the back of my vehicle. This is just a silly Lucy light. Hey, why not? We are in an electronic age, man. Cell phones and for life after classes. I'm in a hotel and whatnot, but you never know. If I'm filming or whatever you're doing, everybody needs a power supply. So I've got a power supply. I use this for my camping setup, different cables, and you just basically put them in a lightweight bag. Make sure your stuff's topped off and you're good to go, all right? So we got that. Over here, clothes. A lot of guys don't talk about clothes, but I think this is important. All right, let's just start with the pants. Everybody's got these tactical pants, okay? These Tac Light Pros, even me, right? These are, you know, the kinds that got the tie downs on the legs. These are LA police gear pants. Nothing fancy about them, all right? Pockets and buttons and Velcros and wide loops for your belts and some stretchy. This is all good. Guys, the problem is the shit's thick as hell and it's, you know, yes, it's rip stop and all that. It's thick, it sticks to you. It's slightly waterproof, so it's going to keep the moisture in. I'm bringing these, but these are not my preference. And just because you're into guns and shooting doesn't mean you need to wear these. There are better options. All right? There's only one other guy that I saw out there kind of doing these, but I found these myself. They're expensive as hell. Krolls. You need to go to a Gander Mountain Sporting Goods, and we're talking $60, guys. But man, these pants are the bomb. They're so lightweight. They got a stretchy fabric like this. Look at that. I'm stretching that. Okay? This will breathe. All right? It feels good on your skin. All right? Is it bulletproof? No. But for ultralight hiking gear, sweating, this will breathe, and this will let the sweat. You'll be the first one to dry. So all I'm telling you is, if you got nothing else to do, you need to get some of these Krolls. They're different brands. They do have the thicker weight material. Look for these gray ones with these pockets. All right. Definitely, this is the best pant, period. May not be the most durable, so get 2 pairs. All right, so that's pants. Shoes. I'm debating on boots or kind of Merrell type hiking shoes. I don't really need ankle support. It's just me. It's not my style. I'll probably rock Merrells. Okay, terms of socks. You just don't want your standard white cotton sock. That is actually the worst thing. It causes blisters. Anybody that hikes knows that. You've got to have socks like these. These Merrells that are reinforced. These, who makes these? Like Wigwams or something? Yeah. Wigwams. These are good. And I don't know who makes those. Whoever makes that. Smart Wool. This is the way to go for socks, guys. You need to switch over. Don't be showing out with a pair of white Bobby socks. That's the way you want to go. All right, next. Just a cheap hat. Everybody needs a hat. This is just, $20 hat. What can you say, right? Kind of fits the theme. Belt. This is my SOE Cobra belt. Solid. Gives you tons of support. Got to have an SOE belt. There's many other brands out there, but I like SOE. I'm rocking their belt. Okay. In terms of rain gear, this right here. This is a North Face. It's kind of thick and a little clammy. I really don't like this material. It will clam up on you, but all this is an outer shell, all right? Just South Carolina Gamecocks red. That's basically it. All right, so we've got that. Everything else, shorts, cargo pants, and in terms of shirts, standard stuff like this. You don't want cotton shirts. You need breathable, lightweight stuff. So it's all your Under Armour. This is the best stuff, especially in hot. I'm going to hot-ass Tennessee in the summertime. Man, yeah, I know it is a black shirt. This, typical stuff. Wounded Warrior shirt, support the cause. Hopefully they're doing the right thing now. But I like to wear those kind of shirts. That's how I do it. All right, I think we've covered everything on the table. Over here on the side, you need, this is my 511 Rush 24 pack. It's just for, you know, self-explanatory what goes in there. A lot of the stuff on the table goes in here, knives and stuff. All right, down here, 511 range bag. I previously did a review on this. Same stuff, magazines, all that. That's gonna go in here. All right. Last but not least, as we wrap this up, guys, I got this. A-Man got me this for my birthday. It's a Hydro Pack. Look, watch one of my hiking videos where yours truly got dehydrated. It was a miserable experience. So I learned it doesn't matter if you're out shooting guns and you think you got a full car of bottled waters or soda or whatever. Don't screw yourself up. You need to be hydrated, especially if it's really hot. These are really cool. A-Train got me the Hydro Pack. Here's the deal. I went to LA Police Gear. I bought one of these Hydro Pack carriers. I'm going to have my chest rig on, and I'm going to try to do this. I'm going to try to stand on the line and always have my water handy. It feels like it's a cumbersome, whether you're riding motorcycles or hiking, but these things really pay off because they keep your water close to you, especially if you get a big enough one. LA Police Gear had this on sale with a 2-liter bladder for only like $25. It's probably still there, guys. All right, so you just do it like this. Put that in there. Here's the actual bladder. A-Train gave me this one. I have a 3-liter, but it came with a 2. But 3 liters of water or 100 ounces. And it's really cool. You slide this off, open this up. It's not like a Ziploc, it's more hard. Fill up your water, flip that down. This doesn't go anywhere because it's stuck right there. It only slides on one way. Look at this. Bang, I'm already sealed up. This thing can be full of water right here, and you got a spout. This spout will not leak. You get your hose like this, okay? You just simply plug it in. Bang, you got your water. You're sipping along, whatever, you're ready to clean up. You push this button, you pull it out. You still retain what's left in your pack. Very good. There's a little magnetic bit here, but you get the point. Get yourself a Hydro Pack. I'm just going to put this in like this, fill it up. I pre-cleaned it. I don't like drinking stuff brand new out of the pack with plastic. You always got to clean your stuff out, man. You won't be getting cancer down the road from certain things. All right, so I'm going to do that. That's my water and my one luxury item. Pan that way. Monster Energy drinks. I gotta have my caffeine, guys. So that's just part of my stash, man. These tore me up on the trail because I was not drinking water, and these dehydrated me. But 0 calorie, 0 sugar. You know, I like to mix flavors so I don't get burnt out. That's my energy boost, keeps me going. And, okay, it's kind of weird. I got this at a gun show, but believe me, if you're doing hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of rounds, the AK-47 mag is a little more difficult than the standard AR mag to put ammo in. These things, if you get it down, up, down, you're just flipping your ammo in. Bang, bang. And it does drop it. I'd rather just do this little lever than smashing them in and pushing and tightening and all that. So, dude, don't think it's wimpy. Go ahead and get you one. This is a bore brush. I haven't used this yet. It's for .308 caliber. It's to clean the, front part of my AK. I'm bringing that just in case. And I am bringing my old XX sights here in case I got to tweak the gun, or more importantly, so I can have a little bit of that. What's that red stuff called? Loctite.
Yeah.
So it has a lot of extra Loctite. So I'm bringing that. That's a wrap. A-Train, what questions you got?
What flavor is Monster you got?
Berry and white, ultra blue, and 0 ultra energy.
Okay. I'm good.
Cut. All right, guys. That's a wrap in the video. I had a boatload of stuff. Talking about some junk in the trunk. It was all on the table. Junk on the table. So I got to load all this stuff up, load to the car, get through work for a couple days because I am excited, man. It's like a solo adventure. I don't even think I've ever been to Tennessee. So I'm going to BFE in Tennessee. I think it's about 4.5 hours from Charlotte, North Carolina. So I'm trekking it. Wish me luck. Put some comments down if you have any questions. I'm not going to be able to video there, I'm sure, because those guys are cracking down on that stuff. But if you have any questions, or if you think that, or comments about my gear, or something that I may have missed, which I don't really think I missed much. I don't think I have my underwear on the table. But I'm off. Rifleman 1. Looking forward to it. I think I registered about 4 months ago. I wish we could camp on the thing, on their property, but I guess they're not doing that. But I understand. I followed their instructions, picked a hotel at one of the 4 locations in the 3 towns nearby that Reed recommends. So, guys, wish me luck. I'm going all in. JS, signing out. All right, guys, closing statement from Spartacus. Have you ever been to Valor Ridge? Oh, man, you're just sleepy. Sleepy. You're looking malnourished, buddy. You need to eat.